stops. In LeBron James, let's go there again. Fourth triple-double of the year, second in as many nights. But you look at that team, a surprise finalist in the East last year. Is he good?
Good enough. I mean, you talk about a guy that has 4 triple-doubles, and we haven't played 15 games in the NBA season. LeBron James, the autographed shoes that you gave me as a member of the Toronto Raptors, they just one candidate in my estimation in the NBA to be MVP. He's doing it all. We're not talking about triple doubles with 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. We're talking about 30 points. And it's a joy to watch. So when the Cleveland Cavaliers come to town, make sure you go buy a ticket.
Again, though, Mike Brown, the coach, very upset about how the way his team handled an early lead yesterday. Who then made a run. His team's young, perhaps learning, but they've also been there before. Does Brown, what does it say about a team that Brown needs to be that hard on them?
Well, it's just more importantly, when you're the defending Eastern Conference champion like the Cleveland Cavaliers are, you should Boston Celtics. LeBron James put this team on his back last year and found a way to get it done. So we could talk about all of the big threes in the NBA, and there's a lot of great ones. LeBron James is a man.
Which three you're going to take? Steve Nash, obviously, they're in the middle. They've won 8 in a row now. They face Golden State tonight. Maybe different teams slightly, though, from the Suns teams we've seen in the past. What's impressing you about Phoenix this year?
Phoenix Suns, they're one of the best regular season handful of seasons, especially since they acquired Steve Nash and playing there last year. They're going to be around 55 to 65 wins. The key for the Phoenix Suns when you're in the playoffs. In the regular season, they're going to play teams. Don't be surprised if they put up 150 points. Don't be surprised if you see Amari Stoudemire with 20 and 15. Steve Nash does what he does. Sean Marion does what he does. Joy to watch. They definitely getting it done.
150 points.
Yeah, they can probably do it. I mean, a game against New Jersey last year, we had a double overtime game. Both teams were in the 150 and the 160 range.
In regulation.
Guys get hot, knocking down three-point shots. They play that way. They would love to try to do that.
Yes, they did. The Patriots, perhaps, of the National Basketball Association. 11-2 Phoenix, not the best they have out west. Defending for a reason, perhaps. Do they look like they are headed back this year?
Oh, I've heard of those guys before. The San Antonio Spurs, I think they got 1 or 2 championships, maybe 4. They have Tim Duncan. They have Manu Ginobili. Just when you thought the Spurs couldn't get any better, they're reaching to their arsenal and they tap into a source that's been there, but now they're really allowing him to be there. And to the basket, and yes, he can make the game easier for other folks. The San Antonio Spurs, well-oiled machine, championship pedigree, and the beat goes on.
Settle a quick newsroom discussion.
Absolutely, positively.
It's been settled.
If you're going to buy a jersey, go buy a Tim Duncan jersey. I'll tell you that.
All right, there you go. The Nets, meanwhile, they'd lost 6 in a row. Jason Kidd, their leader, comes out, rips them, but good. They've now won. For a team perhaps looking for a bit of an identity.
It's a guy that's a future Hall of Famer, that's a triple-double waiting to happen, that looks up in the standings and realizes that we play in the same division, the Atlantic, as the Boston Celtics. So we got to Vince Carter, a guy that averages, say, around 25, 5 and 5, comes back into the lineup. That helps your team look a little bit better. But I'm really happy for Richard Jefferson. He stepped up his game this year. He led the plus games last year. So I'm happy to see Richard Jefferson playing at a high level, but Jason Kidd is a catalyst to make them go, and he's the point guard. So when Jason Kidd tells you you're not getting it done, you need to start getting it done, because you know why? He won't give you the ball.
And two teams polar opposite directions at this point. Utah, really a team on the come out west against a team that is, well, kindly put, in total disarray. And recently there, what will it take to get this team turned around?
Well, this wrecking ball project, if you're a contractor, doesn't happen overnight, because the Knicks payroll is totally outstanding, the highest in the league, and it's going to probably be that. Team. When you start going inside to Eddie Curry and Zach Randolph is going to get you 20 and 10. It's going to happen. He just has to find a way to shoot a high percentage and play from the inside out. If the Knicks play inside out, it allows them to be in percentage shots, and getting off the slow starts, especially at home when the Garden Faithful do not want to see any bad basketball, because they've been seeing it the past few seasons. I know, because I was there. You can find a way to keep the crowd in the game, and the New York Knicks can find a way to play up to their talent.
Surprised Isaiah Thomas is still employed?
I'm not surprised. I've seen stranger things happen, but Isaiah's found a way to news. But if that team goes out and plays well and plays to win, I think he can find a way to keep his job.
Wow, you are a man who sees a rosy view of the world. I think we have you for a couple more months before you get to about the 60-game mark and somebody goes hunting for a ring. Thanks, Jalen.
Thank you very much.
Still lots to get to here on the Hot List. Keys and tips, respectively. That's next when we return.